Now, India and Bangladesh are likely to exchange 185 fishermen and their vessels detained in their respective countries today. Dhaka agreed to hand over 95 Indian fishermen to Indian authorities. In a reciprocal repatriation process, India too agreed to release 90 Bangladeshi fishermen detained in India. Besides 2 Bangladeshi fishing vessels detained in India and 6 Indian fishing boats detained in Bangladesh will also be exchanged. Earlier on Thursday, Bangladeshi authorities released 95 Indian fishermen who were held in Bagherhat and Patwakli district jails and handed over to the Bangladesh Coast Guards to carry out the repatriation process. The 95 Indian fishermen were in Bangladesh jails for more than 2 months. All right, we'll go across to Bangladesh. DD India's Naval Sangh Parmar is joining us on the phone line. Naval Sangh, likely release of fishermen by India and Bangladesh today. What more details do you have? When is the process expected to be completed?
Yes, as per the sources of Foreign Ministry of Bangladesh, today the process of repatriation and exchange of the fishermen of India and Bangladesh will be held in Bay of Bengal at the international maritime border. 90 fishermen of Bangladesh who were in Indian custody, out of that 78 were held by Indian Coast Guard in December last year, while they were in fishing in the Indian maritime zone, and they were handed over to Paradip in Odisha. Fishing vessels Leila 2 and fishing vessels Meghna 5 of Bangladesh were held by the Indian Coast Guard in December last year, while the 12 fishermen of Bangladesh who were held by Indian authorities while their fishing vessels capsized in mid-sea, and the Indian Coast Guard rescued them and they were sent to the Kakdip of West Bengal to the local authorities. These 90 fishermen of Bangladesh will be released by the Indian authorities, and in exchange, Bangladesh will release 95 Indian fishermen and 5 fishing boats of Indian fishermen. Already, Bangladesh authority have released them from the jail and handed over to the Coast Guard of Bangladesh, and the repatriation process, exchange process between the 2 Coast Guard will held today. It is expected.
Okay, Naval Sangh, also much effort has been put into coordinating this entire process through relevant sections from the country's different ministries, including Foreign, Home, Fisheries and others. You think this exercise will add another chapter to bilateral relations between the 2 countries, India and Bangladesh?
Yes, considering the humanitarian ground, both the government, after the visit of Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri last month on December 10th, 9th and 10th, they agreed for the repatriation of the fishermen considering the humanitarian ground. So it will definitely ink another chapter of the bilateral relation between the 2 countries and cooperation. Yes.
All right, Naval Sangh, thank you for getting us those updates from Bangladesh.